everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Joshua Perry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it at the 42. Touchdown, Seattle. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
situations like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
No, check. Here we go now. Boom,
Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's complete to Golden Tate. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Matt Darr now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And some strong running. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. And a give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. throw now on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas, the Patriots, they're out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walton. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Wilson on second down. Now he's forced out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On first down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards on the ground. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
To throw on second down. Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Precise on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
And he rifles one incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The son Reddick, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now Wilson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carlos Watkins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So they're operating in the red zone. He's back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come out with one back and 3 tight. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. A win would be their first of the young season. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.